They weren't, but they were waiting, it's gotta come back from something. Okay, they thought, they just assumed maybe. Yeah, I said, "No, we said next month." Oh, I was in here, I was gone.
Yeah, we were gone. I was on Valentine's Day.
I thought we just came up this month.
Oh.
You ladies should have come and painted with us.
I-
Even though we did
Did
that.
you do it?
Yes, she
Yeah.
said she's such a hoot.
She is. Yeah, she's my best friend. She is.
I was in
La-
sunny Arizona.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I guess that would have been better.
I didn't even get a chance.
Oh, gosh.
There, we have a great.
Claire,
She is.
she connects with him. We all listened to it, we videoed it.
Oh, did
We listened to it down in Arizona, we were on Snap, so we sent her Snap.
Oh, cool.
Nice week.
Yes, it is.
Cool, like sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stuff actually.
I know Lila was there, so I gotta.
Yeah,
Lila Riley.
Starting up here.
Yeah, Lila and Riley were both there, cause he did take fire for a while, but then when he did his musical,
Chatting with Joe.
he's like, I needed to take. I'm rusty. I'm like, yeah, you don't want to embarrass yourself.
Okay. Maybe you and I can be like.
That explained it
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
He's from one of it.
Coming on.
That's my son's best friend.
Nothing in all that way,
Yeah.
so.
That's who Riley, they just came and announced to me that him and Matt were backstage today. They're all gonna move in together in a house down in Winona. Riley, they already applied for school. And they're all going to trade school there. And I'm like, he's just like, Mom, I'm moving out to Winona.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say?
This is my boys.
Yeah,
They're.
I'm, I don't really know. I'm like, then we wanna move out. So I was like, I already applied. Ready. Like, no, I did nothing.
Well, thank you.
Okay, then. I mean, I'm still gonna go down there and look at it, but I think that's just a technicality for him.
Yes. sounds good.
Well, but that's right.
That's okay. I just wanted. But good, you know, cause it's better than them being at home forever. I don't want that either. Yeah, they're so good. Is there a YouTube? Is there a YouTube from the play?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know either. They live streamed it. That would
Okay.
be good to know because
Yeah,
I know my aunt was asking, "Are they doing it again?" I said, "No, it was just-
yeah, they do it. And that's,
It's Saturday, Sunday. I'd like to go.
yeah, yeah, but I think, you think they would have them
Guys are-
recorded. Yeah, they would have them recorded.
We'll start the city council meeting for March the 12th, 2024. We'll start by doing the pledge of allegiance. All you can stand, remove your headgear if possible.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council members, Lee Scholander,
Present.
Kim Helgeson.
Here.
Mary Bailey,
Here,
Molly Ryan.
Here.
Mayor Henke is here. City Administrator Mark Balsing,
Here.
City Attorney Scott Riggs,
Here.
City Attorney Derek Olanger.
Here.
Police Chief, we have Police Chief Jeff Scholander. Scholblum, I'm sorry, missed it again, wrote down here. Officer Brian, Public Works Wayne Eric, Finance Director Whitney Kylo, and we also have Holly Assistant here, so. Are there any citizens' comments? Ask again, any citizens' comments? Not, we will move on to adopt the agenda. Is there any changes on it, Mark? That is as? We need a motion
I'll
on it.
make a motion to adopt the agenda.
second it.
Okay, motion has been made. And second to adopt the agenda as is. Those in favor, say aye, please.
Aye.
Ayes pass. Okay, the next ones we can go is consent agenda, approval of the minutes and appointments, and financial. We can do all three at one time. Need a motion on that.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion has been made second to adopt the consent agenda, approval of the minutes and appointments and financial. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes pass. Okay, presentations, public hearings, recognition, proclamations. Item number A is KW School Habitant for Humanity House and Superintendent Geese, if you wish. Thank you.
Thank you. I promise to be quick. I haven't been here for about 6 months, I think, but when I get excited about something, I want to make sure you all know because you're a big part of this. In all the schools that I've worked in the past, we've always done some sort of construction project. The hurdle that we run into when we get to Kenyon, Wanamingo is cash flow, right? How do you build a home when you have to build it and kind of, cash flow that along? A lot of our neighboring schools build them and sell them, and we know what the market's like with all of that right now. So that wasn't an option for us. So we have a great connection with Habitat for Humanity, and they love the community of Kenyon, and we are going to be building a home out in Country Meadow. Yes, thank you. I knew I was gonna forget that. I did write down a few of the skills that our kids are gonna be learning. They will be pouring all the concrete slabs, floors, driveways. They will be installing the HVAC. They will be doing all of the electrical with a licensed electrician, obviously. They will be taping, they'll be doing the sheetrock. They will be helping with the placement of the roof trusses and all of the roof shingling, all of those kinds of things. There's just so much that goes into this, and I was hoping that we would get 10 or 12 kids, and we got 28. 28 kids that want to learn a trade. My next step is I'm going to start working with some of our community hospitals, and I'm going to get these kids licensed as CNAs. That's my next step. I'm going to have a grow your own program for teachers, for nurses. We can do this stuff here. This is year 1. But I need you to continue to do the great work that you're doing in Kenyon, because for them to want to build a home here and have families come live here, we have to have a great place. And I think that's what's so wonderful. I think the school is doing great things. I think the community of Kenyon is doing great things. We did land a home over in Wanamingo as well. The students just weren't involved in that. So now our problem is too many kids want to learn these trades and too many kids want to do these things. We're going to take it one step farther. Our kids that are in the Family and Consumer Science program, they do things like interior decorating. They are also going to now have a real, a little different than making a model home. They're going to have a real home that they can decorate and do those. So if you have any questions, I'm just here to thank you, because we don't get these opportunities if we don't have a community that people want to do this program. So I'm just so excited, and those of you that met me or let me go to the EDA meetings and things like that, I'm really passionate about growing communities. I will write any letters of support you ever need. I will always be a part of that. So I'm just here to say thank you for all that you do for our kids. It's a big deal when you have a community that supports the students as much. Thank you. If you have any questions, I can answer them, but I promise you.
Have a timeline?
Oh, what's that?
A time.
Timeline. Yes, we'll be working on it throughout this school year. We're getting things out there starting up now. We need to have storage so the kids' tools can be safe. So we've already got those things kind of going. We'll kick it off before the school year starts. We'll start, the plot itself is really level already, so those kinds of things save a lot of time. We hope to have it done mostly by the end of next school year, so it'll be a 9-month project. With this many kids, it might go faster.
I'm the one that contacted you about the trails. Yeah. And that's like, before we start anything, we got to do a bunch of other stuff first, preparation.
Yeah.
But that might be something in the future, that if we could get some kids to volunteer they're the ones that are going to be using it. We're going to be all half dead by the time it's ready, but well, probably, but then maybe that's something we could.
A strong park and
Yeah.
trail system is always going to thrive, so.
Okay.
I'm 100% on board, and
Cool.
we can connect it to the things. I just can't commit to any more committees. God knows it. Say yes to anything or as far as committee work goes, but
Yeah.
as far as helping, I definitely.
Sure. Great.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Dave's got a question for you.
Is this strictly gonna be built by the kids or are there other spouses, like other habitat that want to come in?
There will be the things like painting and, some of the work, yes, you'll have organizations that come in and do that. That's really part of the program is to have the community. But the trades pieces, those things I listed, will be done with the students that are in the classroom. We've already got people that donated, the scaffolding has to be a certain type. Don't laugh at me, I don't know what it, but it has to have the security, the safety things. That was going to cost us $1,000 and someone came forward and said, I got it. So there's community that's helping that way from a financial standpoint, but they're also helping, when you get things going, like laying carpet day and flooring, I guess that's when a lot of people come in. Painting interior is a lot of the community work.
My guys really want to be. Love joining.
I think I.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item B is Earl Metch, how do you spell it? Metchowitz? Emergency Management Director?
Yeah. So I just kind of came out here to kind of meet with the council and kind of address some stuff. I said I'm new to the county. I got hired last spring. Just kind of want to get out there and introduce myself so you guys know who I am. So you don't maybe meet me, maybe not great condition or if we have emergency. So just get a little kind of introduction of where I'm at and kind of things that we're working on here at the county level so that you guys have a pulse on things. Just a little bit about me. Like I said, I've got 17 years public safety. I've worked in the metro for the past 17 years. Police, fire, and emergency management. Originally from southeastern Minnesota. Originally grew up on a dairy farm down by Yoda. So I had the opportunity to move out of the metro in public safety and the opportunity in Kenyon County. Had a great opportunity for me to start there. Not only public safety. 22 years in the Minnesota National Guard, so I've not only had disasters at the city and state level, but I've also responded to disasters at the more national and even international level with the Minnesota National Guard. 22 years in the military. Just some things that we're working on here, specifically here in the county, is right now we're in the middle of writing our all hazards mitigation plan. How that's going to affect you is each city participates. Each city has been meeting with me in meetings, and then also has local input for potential projects that would be something down the road for mitigation dollars and grants. If it's something, once this grant gets approved, or this plan gets approved, there's mitigation funds that would potentially build support projects that would be something that you guys would be eligible for. Currently, the all hazards mitigation plan for our county is supposed to be redone every 5 years. The last one was completed in 2016, so we're overdue by several years, and we will hope to have that all wrapped up here in 2024. And it'll be one of the things for you guys to eventually the city to vote on whether you adopt it or not. But that'll be coming your way probably summer or fall of this year to get wrapped up. Another thing that's kind of locally touched to this group is been working with Wayne, the fire department. Right now, the current EOC is in Red Wing right now, and all plans on paper to have a backup EOC as identified by the city of Goodhue as the county backup EOC. Doesn't work for several reasons. The biggest reason is the backup 911 center is in Goodhue, and they would actually occupy all that same space, and it doesn't work. I look at this county and I want to get stuff outside of the Red Wing area. I want to get stuff away from that main area over there, and you guys have a great facility over at the fire hall there, and we're looking to potentially identify that as a backup EOC. It's something that we would put together a formal MOU that you guys would have to either agree to or not. But it's something that Wayne and I have started conversations, and we kind of started to figure out what that might look like for us to potentially do that. The other thing we're looking to potentially do is we have we applied for a port security grant as a county and got approved for it. We're having a large mobile command vehicle being built by a vendor in Wisconsin, and we need a facility to potentially house this. And that's another conversation we're going to have with Wayne and the fire department about potentially housing that at the fire hall too. So that's something that we have to do again. I'm trying to get resources and stuff. I know a lot of times stuff's been looked at as Red Wing centric. We're keeping a lot of things over there. I want to try to spread things out and we can really help so that if something bad has ever happened down in Red Wing, not all our eggs in one basket, we have resources outside the county, and I don't, historically, my positions have been focused on things like the nuclear power plant, stuff like that down there, but I'm starting to get out, and, obviously, like, those be the concern of mine, we have a lot of rail. And another thing that Jeff and I have started to talk about some things on is school safety throughout the county and trying to standardize some of the responses, throughout the county for not only, police, fire, EMS, and school districts. I know I've been kind of rambling, any questions for me? Any concerns, anything that's?
I have talked to Wayne and the chief, and what they've told me is I think it's an absolute good idea. Get it up here. I mean, they've spent some time with it, explained it to me. The rest of the council, I don't know for sure if they know exactly what it is, but, I think you have a very good idea bringing it up here. I really do.
Glad to hear that. Yeah. All I got for you tonight, unless you got any questions for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
record, you talked to me about all that stuff, and I just wouldn't.
Do you need a vote or recommendation or what, resolution? What would you wish for to take back?
Nothing at this time. What we'll do is, I'm writing the MOU, memorandum of understanding, and obviously I got to have our county attorney look at it. And then we would have your guys' legal look at it, and then we would probably put it to your council to vote to approve it, if that's something you want to move forward with. And we bring it back to county commissioners to approve it on there.
Yeah.
So when that comes forward, I'll be working with the chief and, you know,
Yeah.
we'll fund to make sure that it's, you know, within the park, make sure it's all what you guys want.
Yeah. Another one was Todd Gressett, County Commissioner, as I seen him Saturday, we had a little get together there, and he had mentioned the same thing
Yep.
about it. Council, if you would like, I would, how do you feel about this? Would you like to tell him your feelings on it?
Yeah, I
So
think
that he
it's a good
knows
idea.
going back?
Like you
Yeah,
said,
have an idea what it is, basically a mobile dispatch center.
Yep.
And like, there's a desk seat or something, we can set that up on that team, posse can operate out of it. Kind of like the fairgrounds. Get rid of that trailer and that's what.
Any kind of a complex scene, extended fire scene, and law enforcement scenes, that's kind of the idea, that we can literally run everything we need. It really will be one of two mobile communication centers actually in the state of Minnesota, they'll completely run a 911 center out of it, so it's pretty unique, pretty nice, pretty fortunate we've been able to get this, like I said, actually head down to Wisconsin to look at it, Thursday. So. Hold it, starting production, because I had a room dog, so we're moving in the right direction.
thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we can go on then to engineering. Derek, would you like for a trail committee summary? What you got going?
Just a quick little update. Had the first meeting with the Kenyon Trail Committee on February 27th. A lot of good discussion. There's a lot of passionate folks and a lot of ideas on that committee that's set up here so far. We're kind of looking very broadly at, where we want to go with this. But what we're really trying to do out of that first meeting was to try to focus in on what are our next steps so we can start moving toward something, whatever that something may be. So collectively, kind of what was decided was to spend this next year-ish gathering community support, figuring out what kind of trail you might want to build, where that trail might lead to, what path it uses to get to that location. And in order to do that, myself and Zach with CEDAR just helping putting together a few materials and that can be used for public support moving forward. Anything worth adding to that?
No, I'm not gonna say that one. No, I think that's good. But yeah, just, and if anybody knows of anybody that can, like, one of the things we're gonna do, right, is have these boxes where we can go and volunteer and maybe set up at places and try to get people to, like at the farmer's market and stuff like that.
We can definitely have something.
Yeah, so we're just gonna
Whatever
try to do some stuff like that at first, see what people think and get them going and, and if she's got this thing, I mean, even if we got some kids to kind of push it, to their parents or something, like, we need like more interest, yeah.
We did discuss that at the last park meeting too, as far as for the farmer's market, to maybe have like a survey and a clipboard, so they
Yep.
could fill it out right there, drop it in the box, rather than having to, give them a code or whatever to go online.
Yeah,
This way, it's right there, we can talk to them and encourage them to
yeah.
fill it out, so.
And I can certainly do a lot, like, I will certainly volunteer and do a lot of that, but I can't do every single one,
Yep.
that's what happens,
Oh, yeah,
so.
And that's
Or
the
we-
idea, right, with the materials. We
Yeah.
Put together some stuff that basically anybody
Can
do.
hand out,
And
yeah.
we're ready at, basically at a moment's notice to do that.
Yeah,
with any
Okay.
event.
okay, good.
So other item, just an information only, update on that County Road 12 project and, some of the future infrastructure projects, I guess, coming. This past month, we've been talking with the county engineer, assistant county engineer, about how that project would go from an agreement standpoint. So over this next month here, we're gonna try to come up with a draft of that agreement, and the goal is to come back at the April meeting, with that, and that'll basically spell out, how we will jointly move forward with that project. Along with that, during the April meeting, we'll come back with some more information on how to proceed forward with the overall 2025 street and utility improvements. So there will be, quite a few decisions to make in April. If there are any comments, regarding future projects and needs and stuff like that in this next month, that would be great to get that feedback if you have anything. That's it.
That it then? Okay, thank you. Okay, next is legal. Attorney Riggs, would you like to step
Yeah, the
up?
first item you have is the annual agreement you've done with Luis Tellez on Taco Express for a number of years, same agreement, just updated. I don't know, was that rent, Mark, did that increase over last year, or is that the same rent? Same rent.
Did it go up?
It's $450 now,
450, okay.
so it did go up a little.
Yeah.
Okay, it did go up, yeah.
Okay, so it's gone up slightly, but
Okay,
beyond that, it's the exact same agreement you've been using for a number of years. You just need a simple motion for that to approve it.
I will make a motion to approve the agreement with Taco Express.
I'll second it.
Okay, then a motion has been made, second on the agreement for Lee Tellis, Taco Express. Those in favor of the motion, say aye, please.
I,
Opposed, ayes pass.
Next item is a standard lot combination. You've done a number of these over the years. Again, very similar resolution you've used in the past. I have no other suggestions other than it's ready to approve at this point in time, if that's what you want to do.
yeah,
Kevin's here if you have any questions.
yeah,
Well, just wanted to let you guys, I've kind of been talking to Mark about this a little bit, and he kind of told me what the procedure was, and, gave me a handout that we need to do. I have a lot right next to my house, and we're gonna put up a small garage. We're gonna go about 30 by 30, we're going by the rules you guys have on your handout that you gave us. Kind of picked out, went to county, talked to them, did the survey, Dave Rapp from down here did the survey, that's been complete. Showed Mark that, we did the combination, we paid for that already. Kind of just ready to your guys' approval to the permit, pretty much is what I'm looking for.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, a lot combination for Kevin Marion, all right? All those in favor of the motion, say aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed, ayes pass.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it? Okay. That's the resolution, okay?
Yep.
Then we can go into, old business, which is the muni, roof quotes. And Mark, I believe you're up to date on that.
So this has been talked about a couple, I think January is the last time it came up. We did get another bid from Chandler, which was 40, which was actually, it was a lot less than the other two, $40,640. So based on the fact that, you know, it's been difficult to find companies to bid on this roof job. It's a rubber roof. Our staff recommendation would be to approve this quote. And our plan was to go to KMU and do ask them for an interfund loan to cover this and the flooring both, actually. So we've started the flooring. But this is the other part of that, so.
Chandler was the company that did the roofs and sewer plant
Okay,
and also the Kenyon buildings.
Good, I mean, I'll make a motion to approve the quote for $40,640.
I will second that.
Okay, motion has been made second for the roof quote. Was that Chandler?
yeah, Chandler
Okay,
Roofing.
Chandler, okay. Those in favor of the motion, say aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed, ayes pass. Okay. Item B is a salary survey, and I believe we got that on hold for the.
Yeah, I
time
guess
being.
whatever you want to do for next steps. I don't know if you want to set a work session or
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there, I think,
there is.
yeah.
Or if you want to personnel first and then work session, or however you want to do that, but if you want to set a work session, you could set up.
I think you should have the department heads get some more info that makes them comfortable with it, and then we can present some of that from there. So,
Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah, or again, do we put some of that work on Portland? To again, try and branch out based on what we've talked about, to branch out to find cities that maybe have or
Or is it just-
broader range from a police officer. You know,
is it just certain job classifications that
well, I mean, I think we have to take with the notes, I'm assuming that, I mean, KMU, we haven't met. yet,
KMU is
but that's
separate
totally
anyway,
separate.
but
Yeah. I feel like personnel committee could have a half-hour conversation, go over what we learned, come up with next steps, whether that's we ask you guys to get some information, we go back to Portland, we do both something, and then we have a full working session with the city council once we have that information.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I have no problem researching.
Okay.
So you guys already have, you already have.
Yeah,
some
I mean, I'd have to
anyway.
have it.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't know, do we need to give them, I mean, maybe if we already have the information, they have it. This
Yeah,
other place,
so-
and then with their information, maybe we could take all that together.
Yeah, Wayne, if you can get that to us or to Mark, and then once he has it, then we'll have to schedule a working session.
and
That
then
goes
the
for you
other
too, Jeff.
position was the library, children's librarian, Dawn. We want to try to get some more review of that, and I talked to Brooklyn about that already. So he was gonna do that after this meeting, but that's another position that we think maybe needs to be up at a little bit higher grade or two than he proposed it. So,
Okay. I'll put it on hold.
It really sounds like all jobs should be
All jobs should be
reevaluated and the descriptions need to be updated.
So we want to set a date, or should we just set a, for a personnel committee? put together, give you guys time to, gather your
Wayne,
information on
Give
it?
me a ballpark of what it would take. to get us data. A week?
We could do a work session in April then, probably, yeah. Next month. we could
Near
do a work
future,
session.
how's that sound?
Yes,
If we just come up with something and give it to Mark,
yes,
just people get steer people.
Yep.
Yeah, probably, I would say the earliest might be the last part of March here, because we are probably gonna, if we're gonna do some more digging, I mean, trying to get some
Right.
more information. A
Yeah.
Couple of weeks is probably at least.
or do we do it like we did last, or we do it before the city council meeting? I know that's a month out, but realistically.
Tentatively, we could plan that, and if we're not ready,
that
well,
works
hopefully we
again.
would be, but
5:30 before the next.
I guess it all depends on kind of the implementation date, because if it's next January, I mean, there's a little bit of time to try to work on this more.
Right.
Mark, there was, for old bills on the muni, the painting, did you want to bring that forward?
Well, there's a
Or-
painting, we got a quote to do painting with Darby, from Darby Amundsen, because since everything's gonna be taken out of there, I'm looking at that kind of just as a maintenance thing. So the quote we got was about $6,800, to like do the whole inside. That being, where the bar is, there's wainscoting on the bottom half, so that would all be painted. The upper part is kind of, I don't know what it is, but that wouldn't be. The entryways would both be painted. There's an outer entry and then an inner entry. The back wall on the south side would be painted. The off sale area would be painted. All those walls.
Yeah, it's good to paint.
It's a no-brainer when.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
needs it.
it's
look.
good to paint, but now who's picking these colors? I don't mean to be weird, but
Well, Whitney
know.
and
Who was at the meeting?
Holly.
okay, because I'm gonna, no,
And
you can't go
Milty?
into a muni like, and I like West, but it's too, no, you have to have your bar away. Otherwise, nobody wants to sit in there. You know what I mean? Like, don't paint it like the West Concord Muni. That's terrible.
What is it?
The paint,
I
the
want
paint,
me to know what color that
it's
is.
like gray and white and it's like, no. I don't know, just make sure you know what you're doing when you pick the color. Yeah, it's not comfortable.
Can I go in?
And I like the West Concord Muni, but just, I like that bar, but it just, like, I can only sit in here for like one drink. It's upsetting. Mm-mm.
So
No.
there's gray flooring that was picked, from, well, the LVT, the vinyl tile stuff.
Right,
So basically, we got the whole paint spectrum from Cameron,
okay,
and Milty, Whitney and Holly have all looked at it. We're
Okay.
trying to find colors that are near the flooring, but maybe a lighter.
okay, now, you're fine. You do whatever you want. Maybe I should look at it before you put it on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not, cause it's a bar and people like, oh, I want this to be light and airy. No, you don't. People don't go to the bar to be seen in white. They don't wanna do that.
No,
People don't understand that, and then they're like, oh, I'm gonna paint it white, and I'm like, oh my god.
yeah, we're not gonna paint it white.
Yeah, don't do that, or light, it's just, nobody wants to sit in there like, look at that.
Yeah, the colors
Maybe
are,
make it
they're
dark
not
and
really
smoky.
light.
Yeah, you want it kind of, not really dark, but you know what I mean, you want it, yeah, kind of. Not, just go into the West Concord Muni and sit in there for 5 minutes, and you wanna leave. I'm just telling you. I mean, people go there because it's close, but it's not, it's too light. You don't want it light. You don't want a bar light. I'm telling you. Makes you drink less. That's not what we want. I'm sorry, I'm a visual person. Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. We don't want it black, but you want it,
No,
you
but they are kind of shades of grayish.
yeah, okay,
I mean, to try to match the flooring but be lighter.
right.
And
Okay.
he is probably talking about trying to get in there later this week. Now, I could hold that off. 'cause
No,
he's-
it's fine. What, I'm sure whatever you guys
I
pick
mean,
is
he's
fine.
cutting out of another job,
it's not,
so it's
like,
not a
you know.
big deal.
She won't wanna go there.
Oh.
Stuff to clean out, you wanna use the garage space,
We're talking about a trailer. right?
Do you ever go to the restaurant though? And you're like, what?
What we were talking about
Like,
doing for this meeting was
Yeah.
like the same thing we
Like
did
there's
for
a
the library.
library place.
We rent a Connex
And, like,
box. It was
You need to
$150
pay for
bucks for
something
delivery
like
here.
Like,
If it's within an hour.
it matters.
You can hire kids to take it
Okay.
home. You gotta rent the thing for minimum of a month, you know, maybe for 120, so. You have roughly $500 or so on the renting a 20-foot Connex box. The idea is to dump it right in the lawn by the gate of the patio cage. So the stuff can come in and out real quick, and if you need something, it's right there. If we looked at hauling them to the shop and put it in our box. But $500-600, you can't hold on. It's essentially the same idea you get for the library. That's the best we can.
I'll volunteer my enclosed cargo trailer. That's an 8x20 with the ramp and the whole works.
That's what we're gonna do. Same thing you got in your.
It's sitting right there if you want it. All you gotta do is let a case of beer in it in the end or something. No,
Sounds
if,
like a
if
good deal.
it's available, if you want, you can, put it wherever you want. Put it in my shop if you wish.
They were just gonna put it on right there at the,
What's that?
we were gonna drop it right in the yard. At the gate, so it's just minimal distance, no loading, no traveling, no.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is, they don't want nothing to break either. So the idea right now is to run the inventory down a little bit. But he still has to make his order for it and stuff. Last itself. I think that's, when Matt and I were talking, that's both the best thing. It's not bad.
Well, it's available if you want. Just let me know.
Okay, so to end this item then, I will keep the personnel committee kind of like apprised of, as I've gotten more feedback from, or more information from these two for sure. And then the library position, okay. Got it.
And then tentatively plan a working session before the next city council meeting.
Yeah, and my goal is sort of like to look at toward the end of the last week of March, toward maybe, I don't know how your schedule is. I know it's.
You mean for the personnel committee or the working
Yes,
session?
yes,
Oh, yes, okay.
yeah, and that would still give us a week or two before that.
Yep.
So, okay,
So we're happy with the Muni painting and the whole works, so. We can go on. New business. On sale liquor license renewal for Kenyon Country Club.
I will make a motion to approve that.
I'll second.
Okay, motion has been made. Matt, second for on sale liquor license renewal for Kenyon Country Club. Those in favor of the motion, say aye, please.
Aye.
Ayes opposed, ayes pass. Okay, other business. Schedule of upcoming meetings. The KMU meeting will be Tuesday, March the 19th at 4 p.m. Next city council meeting will be Tuesday, April the 9th at 7 p.m. That's all I've got, on mine, so. Council and staff, general comments. We'll start out with, Lee, do you wish to start it?
No comments, thank you.
Kim?
I would just like to mention for Park and Rec's Easter egg hunt on March 30th at 11 o'clock at the depot.
Mary, how about you?
Nothing. I kind of want to look at those paint colors. That's all.
Holly?
I got nothing. I don't care about paint colors.
Okay, I'll pass also. How about you there, Scott?
I have nothing and I won't comment on the paint color.
Yeah, that would be a great.
How about you, Derek?
Nothing from me.
I just want to thank Holly and all the election judges for all their work during the presidential primary. They did a great job and we actually had a pretty good turnout considering it was
Okay.
just a primary for the presidential, for the two parties.
Okay, gather that's it. Everybody in favor of adjournment?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Okay, motion been made, second to adjourn the council meeting. All in favor, say aye, please.
Aye.
Aye, ayes pass.
Yeah, that would be good. Not on every wall. It doesn't need to be on every wall.
Just an accent
But an
wall,
accent wall or like.
and then a light
is there-
gray.
I'm not even, is there wainscoting in the mirror?
Yeah.
Underneath the.
And is it wood? Are they,
Yeah.
are they painting? Are they painting?
Yes, that's what he said.
Okay, that's